Hey there, it's Jenny, and I'm back to plan with you this week. I accidentally bought two of the decoration boxes of these stickers. These are from River and Ink. I thought they were absolutely adorable. Like, it totally just reminded me of like a little cabin in the woods and about cozy season and reading and all those kinds of things. And the colors were really great too. So I'm not really terribly bummed that I accidentally bought two of the decoration sheets. So I'm going to use those, and then I'm also going to use the push pins from Chrissy Ann Designs this week as sort of my bullet point stickers. I have been using either icons really or the Zig Clean Color dot markers, but instead I'm going to use these because they're fun. And all right, let's be honest, I just pulled this sticker binder out and remembered about these cuties, so we're going to go with it. So I am pre-planning the week, the activities or appointments that I have. And so I started with Monday and Tuesday and added the stickers, but I decided that I was going to go back and I was going to add the activities. Now I am also writing directly on the paper, and this week I'm using that sort of aqua-ish colored mild liner as well. There's one of the stickers that has this color on there, and I just thought it was really pretty with the rest of the really bold primary colors. And when the week is all finished, I think it looks spectacular together. So it's a very fun one. Now I'm just filling in those things I'm writing directly on top of the mild liner. I actually ended up finding these Sharpie pens, and the great thing about them is that I actually can highlight on top of them once they've dried and there's no smearing, but I'm just sort of a creature of habit, and I've been doing it like this for a while, so it's fine. It works out great. But the good news is that in an ordinary planner, if I wanted to use it to highlight over, I absolutely could. See, look how cute all those little push pins are. I absolutely love them. So cute. And the Chrissy Ann Design stickers are some of my very favorite. I absolutely love her papers, and the colors are really pretty too. And I don't use them a ton because I kind of hoard them a little bit. And if you know me, I don't really genuinely believe in hoarding, but I, for some reason, do hoard these a little tiny bit because they're just so good and I love them. All right, so you can see that there's plenty of white space on the left-hand side, and that will be for adding in other things that pop up, to-dos, happy mail, things like that. And so those spaces will be at the end of the week completely full. And if not with those things, I will add more decoration. Totally favorites as far as I'm concerned. I think it's really fun to do it like this. I love how full and colorful and cheerful the weeks look when I'm all finished using those. And speaking of fun to use, look at these boxes that I'm able to write in. I love the black squiggles. The shape is just really, really cute. And then it provides really cool contrast as well with the colors. And not gonna lie, I love the placement down the center. It's completely unintentional, but I think it turned out looking really, really cute, and I'm pretty darn excited about it. And then when highlighted with those little thumbnails, or push pins, they look great. All right, so now we're back on Monday, and we're going to fill in the things that happened for the day. So things like, oh, happy mail, or I needed to wash the sheets or something like that. This is a memory planner of sorts. If you've been here a while, I apologize. You already know the drill, but if you're new, I wanted to explain that I do this because I love having a planner at the end of the year that I can put on a shelf and remember the year. But I like to bounce around from planner to planner too. Like, I love to try all the planners. So this is the solution. I fill this one out every single week. It may not be the one that I use to check things off, to get down and dirty, to really document and keep track of all the things that I need to do. However, this one is going to go on the shelf at the end of the year, and it's going to really tell the story of the day to day without crossing things out or things like that. So it works out great because I have the two memory planners, this one and the one that has photos and tells stories and things like that. They go on the shelf. Boom, that's it. The rest of them I can feel free to throw away or do whatever I want to with them. I haven't determined what I'll do with them. I haven't thrown them away or anything like that. But for like the disc bound ones that I only used it for like 2 weeks, I could just toss that out. No big deal. All right, so I'm stamping this week too, and I'm using a variety of inks, including that Distress Oxide. That is the Blueprint, might be Blueprint Sketch. I love the color, absolutely. It's a great sort of royal blue color, really pretty, and goes wonderfully with this kit. So I am just adding all of the things. So you can see that Monday and Tuesday are completely full now. So I still had one big blank space. So I added that full box sticker up at the top. And I love that because then I was also able to add some stamping as well to fill in some of the other white space. When I do this after the fact, sometimes I've forgotten some of the details if I didn't write them down. And I'm trying to be more mindful of that in my daily planner because I do use daily pages to write things down like, oh, if I had a bad headache or if what Happy Meal I got, things like that, so I can document it here, especially as my kids get older and I have less and less things of theirs to write down, which I know you're thinking, you still write down your son's work schedule. But remember, I do that for meal planning. I clearly feel a little bit weird about it, but whatevs. All right, so I'm still going to add a little bit more stamping, and I'm trying to make these leaves mimic like when they fall off the tree and land in a pile or land along the base of the tree. I get it, it's not really going to look that way, but it's kind of mimicking that idea. Now, I've been using this method of cleaning off my stamps now for maybe like a week or so, and I'm happy to report that I think I may have landed on the perfect way for me to clean my stamps. I spritz a little bit of the stamp cleaner on it and then wipe it off with a microfiber towel, just one from my kitchen. I didn't buy any special ones. And then when it gets dirty, I can just throw it in with the wash of my kitchen towels and grab a new one. So it's working wonderfully so far. I love it. I'm not having any lint left over. They're getting squeaky clean, and I don't have to take special care with the cloth either because it doesn't get dried out. It doesn't matter if it's dry. That's how it's supposed to be. You know, that kind of thing. So far so good. I'm really loving it. And it works with all of these ink types. Now, okay, so look at that stamp right there. This is the second one I've had recently that's been like this, where the stamp is not properly manufactured. Now, if you go back a couple years ago, I talk about in videos about how this really doesn't happen very often. It's usually just user error. Totally not the case here. Like the stamp, if you look closely, which you're probably not going to do, but if you looked closely, the way that extra ink is, and then I ran my hand over it as well, like the sides for the design are just not tall enough. That's a total bummer, right? But don't worry, I'm going to cover that little mistake up. As you can see, I'm stamping these leaves on cardstock. First, I did the outline and the little spine inside the leaf. Super cute, by the way. And then I'm going to use this solid stamp and stamp the color on it. This bright green is just beautiful, and it goes so well with this kit. And so then I will use my scissors and I will cut around the outside of that, and I will be able to use adhesive, just adhere it right to the page. So it's why I don't really worry about mistakes. It took me a minute to get over that one in the planner, but not because it was a mistake, but because how am I going to cover this up? Like I knew that I would cover it up. I just wanted to be a little bit thoughtful and a little bit intentional. Now, one of the cool things about cutting out from paper is that you can use, if you stamped with black, like on this outline, for example, I can just use another black pen. And any areas where I may have still an eensy-weensy little bit of white, I can just color it with the black marker, and voila, looks like it was meant that way. Now this stamp didn't cover all of the mistaked ones, so I'm going to do another one, but this time with the orange, and then I'll layer them on top of each other and cover up that bad stamp. I'm a little bit annoyed because the stamp is really cute, and so I'm kind of bummed that I can't use it, especially because it's a stamp set that I bought like a year ago and I hadn't used it yet. And so I doubt that I'm going to be able to return it or anything like that, given the length of time that I've had it. And not that I really would want to return it. I actually would really just want a stamp set that worked, because I thought the stamp set was really cute and works great for a lot of the ways that I would use it. So now they're just overlapping and layered right there, and they look fun and cute and whimsical, and to be perfectly honest, a little bit different because they don't resemble the full boxes or any of the smaller ones that I'm using. Now look at this one. That one's so fun. I love how geometric and modern it looks, yet the cozy phrase is perfect to go with this week's sticker kit. Now, we're talking about Black Friday, so I needed to notate that I did all of the Black Friday shopping, and I thought it ended up really fun just having that. It's a little bit more playful than this planner ends up being in terms of my text. Like, it's usually ends up being pretty just as it is, right? And so this way it added a little bit more fun. Now you can see I am using a wide variety of stamps this week. I have these Cocoa Daisy leaves, and then I have the Write at Home leaves, and then I also have that Studio Calico set as well. And so I'm just changing it up and using a whole bunch of them all together along with these decorative stickers, which none of them really truly go together because the hand-drawn nature of the sticker sheets, but I think it turned out really fun and super cute, and I'm able to use a lot of great color with it as well. So now I had a big open space on Saturday because I just didn't have a ton of plans. It was a nice, chill, relaxing day, and so I needed to just go ahead and fill that space in, and that's where a full box comes in. That is pretty much it for me. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them in the box below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thanks so much, and make it a great day.